What's going on, people, and welcome to Man Knows Football. You are here with Goonie after a fantastic win today in the Champions League. Chelsea 3, AC Milan 0 over at Stamford Bridge, and it was a brilliant performance by the boys today. Graham Potter's football really looks like it's starting to take shape. Still very early days, we are not there with the full vision yet, but today was a must-win game. We were sitting at the bottom of this group with just 1 point. Now this win has pushed us up to second place with 4 points. Salzburg currently sit at the top of the group with 5 points, so we are right back in the mix. Our chances of progressing have greatly been enhanced after the win today, so just good news all round. And to those that watched the live stream between me and Matisse yesterday on the channel, I did say I've got a very positive feeling about today, and I felt we was going to get the job done and win. It's not Chelsea's first time we've been in a pressure cooker. We've been in there several times in the Champions League and we've come out with flying colours. Today clearly was no different, but before we get into the content, please make sure you do these things for me. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the platform. Also, leave your thoughts down there in the comments as well. Give us a like as well, that thumbs up, that valuable thumbs up, you get me? And also, hit that notification bell so you know when the videos are going to be coming out. Let me get an interesting fact out of the way before I hit you with the post-match. Today, 6 academy graduates were involved in the game today in the big Champions League. Cobham boys were able to show their faces, touch the pitch, and just show the success of our beautiful youth academy, Cobham Inc. You get me? And those players were Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Reece James, Mason Mount, Armando Broja, Trevor Chalobah, and I feel like I'm missing out one more, Conor Gallagher. 6 today, so it was nice to see. It was refreshing to see today. Now that I've got that beautiful piece of information out of the way, the first place we are going to start is the lineups. Yes, we did start off with the back 5 today, and the selection I thought was quite strong considering what we had available and the fact that we've got a we've got a big month this month. There's a lot of fixtures that we're going to have to play this month. I thought we selected very well today. We started off with Kepa in between the sticks. Mendy not quite fit yet. I'm seeing talk in the social media spaces where people are saying that, you know, Kepa's now Potter's #1 choice in goal because of his distribution. I don't think so. I don't believe that to be so. So we're going to see when Mendy gets back to full fitness just how true that is. But in front of Kepa, we had the centre-back trio of Thiago Silva as that central centre-back. To the right of him, as that right centre-back, was Wesley Fofana. And to the left of Thiago Silva, we had Kalidou Koulibaly. The wing-back pairing of Chilwell and Reece James. The midfield pivot, Kovacic, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And in front of them, the attacking trio of Mason Mount, Aubameyang and Raheem Sterling. So we started off the game quite slow in my honest opinion. Koulibaly giving away several fouls. I was shitting bricks. I was thinking, please, not another potential sending off today, because there were 2 fouls that he gave in a short space of time where he could have definitely seen a yellow. But he did calm himself down after that. But AC Milan did look quite comfortable on the ball. They looked, the signs looked like they were going to dominate the game from the beginning because they were comfortable, moving the ball around quite a bit, winning the second balls, all of that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? But we did get into the game a bit more. The first warning sign did come just after 4 minutes. Aubameyang with a slightly under-hit pass for Mason Mount, who decides to take the shot outside the box anyway and force a save for the AC Milan goalkeeper where they conceded the corner. And AC Milan, they were trying with this zonal marking thing and it just wasn't working for them in the corner. Definitely worked to our favour. AC Milan at this point are still having a decent spell of the game. Fofana not really had the great start either. Was picking up that ball from that defence and driving into that midfield. But he was losing possession and just leaving space in behind him, which was leaving us, you know, vulnerable to counter-attacks. But lucky enough, we had the quality that was Thiago Silva today. And yet again, some of the interceptions that he made, even that one in the first half in particular where Leao, if Leao had beaten him, he would have been 1-on-1 with Kepa. The tackle that Thiago Silva made there was absolutely world class, and he was magnificent today, Thiago Silva. Head and shoulders, like still an elite centre-back, is just unbelievable. But Koulibaly, for me, look, I thought he started off quite poorly. He wasn't great at carrying the ball out today. I thought he was a bit rash with his fouls. But I will say this about him. I don't think Koulibaly's strengths are as an outside centre-back. I think he's better off as a central centre-back. He is susceptible to a yellow card or two. I do think he operates better as a central centre-back. His distribution in terms of passing is top notch. And as well, we are overusing Thiago Silva. As much as I love him and we cannot drop him, he still isn't old. Like, in terms of footballing numbers, footballing years, he is quite old. We cannot over-rely on this guy. So it might be nice to see Koulibaly deployed as a central centre-back, just to give Thiago Silva a bit of a rest, you know what I mean? Around the 20th minute mark for Chelsea, that's when things started to turn around. We were a lot more positive. Our 5v4s against AC Milan started to work, particularly when they was trying to build out from the back. We was pressing them quite well, forcing them into mistakes, which led to corners. Led to 2 corners in a row. The first one again being attacked by Thiago Silva, left in no man's land. AC Milan just look like they don't understand the concept of zonal marking. If you're doing that, you must get there first as defenders. You cannot allow the opposition to get first contact on the ball, because the ball just dropped into mayhem, and you know, it's just any man's ball at that point. You want to be making sure in this day and age that defenders are getting to that ball, man. So make sure you man mark, pick a man, do you know what I mean? Make sure each posts are covered as well. Old school things. But AC Milan just weren't doing that, and it paid off eventually. The second corner that did come in, Thiago Silva got another strong header to it again, forced the keeper for the save. He couldn't hold on to it. Ball comes out, was fumbled, and was just a whole bunch of mess in that box. But Fofana got a foot to it. 1-0 was the opener, and it was a deserved lead from Chelsea, man. We did work hard. We did apply that pressure on AC Milan to be winning those corners. So it was a good result for Chelsea there, 1-0. I do like to watch Chelsea and see how they bounce back. Are they going to be the Chelsea of old, where they take the foot off the gas and just allow the other team to creep back into the game, give the other team impetus? We definitely didn't. We still put our foot on the gas. Unfortunately for us, we had a very top world-class goal disallowed. Good link up between Aubameyang and Mason Mount. Aubameyang with that ball over the top, Mason Mount with the beautiful dinked finish, but unfortunately it was deemed to be offside. But it was good football from Chelsea, man. The transitions were quick, the pressing was fantastic. I have to say this, Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek in particular, I thought they worked fantastically well in that pivot. Loftus-Cheek was absolutely winning his duels. He was beating players. His passes, the weight of his passes were nice today. The game was just working for him. Kovacic lost the ball 1 or 2 times, not going to lie to you, but still very good in the interceptions, excellent in the press as well. Those two were definitely opening up AC Milan's midfield as well. We were getting through them way too easy. Benacer for them was just poor. I felt sorry for Tonali and Charles de Ketelaere, because everything that Benacer touched was just going to shit, if we're being completely honest. But worked in our favour. I thought we drove with the ball forward. My only criticism is that final execution, that final ball. Too many times we see it over here, or we're not shooting in time. Raheem Sterling breaking down attacks as well. Although we did get the assist, big up Raheem Sterling. Although we did get the assist, he was breaking down the attacks quite a bit. I felt Aubameyang could have got several more goals had Raheem picked his head up and perhaps played the ball a little earlier to him. Definitely 2 opportunities where Aubameyang was through on goal, but Raheem wasn't able to pick up his head quick enough, or to make a decision quick enough and not play the man through. But in terms of like Graham Potter's tactics, you can see that attacking 5 was just giving AC Milan's back 4 problems. The overloads was just too much for them to handle. Even when we weren't on the ball, our off the ball game was brilliant. Our pressing was good. We was winning our duels with AC, man. So I thought we shaped up pretty well. And even for them attacking, they didn't really get a sniffing. They did not get a sniffing. The one time that Leao did, where he was isolated with one of our defenders, he did cause problems though. Absolutely rapid, good with his feet. Took Reece James and Chalobah out of the game actually. Took a shot, forced Kepa with the save, and they really should have scored there, but fortunately for us, they didn't. Fofana did get injured. He did have to come off on the 35th minute. He did go to challenge Leao, and that's where he got injured. He tried to carry on, but he sat down in the end. He wasn't able to carry on, unfortunately, but he was able to walk off, so hopefully it's not a long layoff. So we're speedy recovery for Fofana. But first half of the game, we go in 1-0. It's a pretty comfortable performance from Chelsea Football Club. I still do feel that we could have created a little bit more chances, perhaps turn some of the half chances into actual chances and to put them away. Like I said, Aubameyang could have had 2 or 3 goals by the end of the first half, but still, there is improvement. I'm just nitpicking a little bit there, still going into that second half 1-0 up. But second half, we started off very positively, and I want to say this about Reece James. First half, Leao and Reece James, the battle there, I thought Leao was slightly getting the better of him, although I think Reece still done well. But second half, Reece James really came out and engaged him. He was aggressive, was pressing him as soon as he received the ball, and was winning his duels with Leao, and really showing why he is England's #1 choice fullback and why he's clear. Reece James was absolutely class today, man, defensively and attacking wise. And 56th minute, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, good link-up play on that left side between Mason Mount, another one who I felt was everywhere today and had an excellent game, and Ben Chilwell. Cross goes in, it's a bit overhit, goes back to Reece James, who just puts it on the plate for Aubameyang, although Tomori really could have done something about it. Body shape was all wrong, got to the ball late, but Aubameyang, boom, second game in a row, Aubameyang scores, 2-0 Chelsea, and from there we just look comfortable, man. And up until that point, Aubameyang was kind of struggling to get into the game. He was looking for the ball, dropping deep, not receiving it, going forward, not receiving the passes when he should. But, you know, that experience, it doesn't allow you to give up and get frustrated. When called upon, he was there. He did take his opportunity. The third goal coming 5 minutes later from Reece James. Lovely bit of play. Intelligent run from Reece as well, because if you watch that back, he timed his run. A lot of the play was going on that left side, so he was just waiting for that overlap opportunity to happen, and he took it, drives into the box at that tight angle. But how many times have we seen Reece James from that angle just absolutely batter it and find the far corner, just showing his technical excellence and shooting technique? This time he gave the goalkeeper the eyes. He had the whole of the goal to aim for on that far side, but Reece decides to go high near post. Absolute top class finish. 3-0. The game is well and truly dusted and over. I thought it was a brilliant performance, an excellent bit of tactical masterclass from Graham Potter. AC Milan eventually had to change it up and go 3-4-3 to try and match us up man for man, because they were just being overloaded with the 5v4. Immediately after that, you can see Thomas Tuchel changed it over to the 3-4-3 diamond to make sure we had the 4 versus 3 advantage again, so we continued with the overloads. And also as well, at this point, Jorginho had come on the pitch, Gallagher come on the pitch, Broja had come on the pitch, and it gave Jorginho that protection that he needs in that position, so we weren't going to be exploited and ran through too much in that midfield. But Potter, hats off to him. I thought it was a brilliant, especially under pressure, I thought it was a brilliant performance today. The boys really played for him. I think his ideas are starting to translate pretty well, much quicker in the possession, starting to improve at the back, far more quicker attacking transitions, and I'm hopeful going forward. I'm not expecting us to go on some crazy winning run from this point forward. I'm just expecting us to see improvements and understanding of the new tactics and how quickly we're going to pick those up, and it seems that they're translating very well. Reece James for me was absolutely world class today, winning his one-on-ones, better in the second half, like I said, really engaging Leao and being aggressive and physical with him, something that we know he can do, getting forward, putting the ball in dangerous positions, keeping the ball well. To be honest, I thought several players had a good game today. I thought most of them had a good game today. They can all be proud of themselves. Mason Mount, absolutely everywhere today, also in that midfield, dropping deep and helping out, dispossessing that AC Milan midfield, also, you know, passing and progressing the ball forward as well. It had something to do with that Aubameyang goal starting off on that left side. I thought Mason Mount was great, and I did say before in the preview that, you know, he hasn't been on the best form, but for big games like tonight, you cannot leave Mason Mount out. He's a big game player. Conor Gallagher did come in, he made his cameo, but not really enough to really change the game. The game was done by then, innit? 3-0 by that point. But listen, I am gassed, people. Let me know what you thought about the game today, man. Who do you think stood out? For me, the man of the match has to be between 2 players. It's either Thiago Silva and Reece James. Loftus-Cheek gets an honourable mention as well. I thought he was excellent. Loftus-Cheek was excellent as well. Just absolutely winning everything, carrying that ball as well, just transitioning it quickly, and you know, weight of pass was correct as well. So there were so many positives from today. But I'd love to know you lot's thoughts, man. Let me know down there in the comments. Smash the like button as well. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Chelsea 3, AC Milan 0 in the Champions League. We now sit second in our group of 4 points, 1 point behind RB Salzburg. Next game in the Champions League is away at San Siro, so we have to repeat the process again. After what I saw tonight, I think we can go over there and do a job. Perhaps not a 3-0, maybe a 1-0, 2-1, something like that. But I'm confident after what I've saw today. And it's nice to smile again. Another win, second win on the bounce. Up the Chelsea people. And listen, man, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please make sure you stay safe. Peace.